Welcome to Ignite and Ascend Boss Babe Edition. My name is Brenda Van Salisbury. I'm your host, and I created this podcast to have real conversations with women in business to discuss maybe some challenges they've had, some aha moments or solutions, and how they took that and moved forward, and what advice could they give another woman that might be going through the similar situation. And today I'm at the event groupie, and this is so exciting because I have the epitome of a boss babe. And so we're here with Mynisha Crenshaw, and she is the owner. And I'm going to have Mynisha tell who you are and a little bit about your business.
Hi everyone, my name is Mynisha Crenshaw. I am the owner of the Event Groupie venue. First off, I'm a venue, but I'm so much more than that. I actually do decor, I do party favors. I mean, you name it, I do it. So I've just basically become a one-stop shop so that you don't have to go all the way around the world just to find, that one person or that one thing. I'm pretty unique in the venue world. So my name is Mynisha.
All right, so we're going to have a real conversation about challenges.
Okay.
Was there something, a pivot point, a challenge for you that interrupted maybe how you do business and how your life is typically run?
I think the most pivotal moment of the business was I had my first venue, and within 6 months, the owner told me he was selling the building. I think that was the scariest moment of my entire life, only because there were so many unknowns. And it was scary because I didn't have a backup plan, because there was no need for a backup plan in the beginning of a business. So going into that, those uncertainties were stressful because I didn't have a game plan. So
Okay.
it caused a lot of issues.
So tell me, these issues, the challenge, how did it show up in your life, in your relationships, and most importantly, your relationship with yourself? What was the impact of that time in your life?
I don't think I recognized myself. I think I became a little depressed. I kind of lost faith and lost. Best way to put it is I lost who I was, because I just kind of felt like, well, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe this is just something that isn't meant for me, So going through that hard time, it was rough, because naturally your significant other is the person that you confide in, but I didn't want to put too much onto him, but at the same time, like it was really, really rough for me, to the point where I just was ready to give up on something that I knew was my passion and my dream. But I feel like everything happens for a reason. So that was something that kind of pushed me to continue to see what was on the other side of this uncertainty.
So, how did it affect your decision making? Being in that point in your life, how did you come up with a solution for that?
I'm not a quitter. I think everybody knows that about me. My favorite saying of my day-to-day life is, I'll figure it out. And then on top of that, I had built something that I knew was great. So knowing what I had already created, I wanted to see that through.
Was there a moment? Did you have an aha moment? Or was it just, kind of living with everything for a certain amount of time building up? Or did you just one day say, I got this?
I think just one day saying, I got this. And then I have such a great support system. Like, even all of the new people in my life that have become friends, and, business partners that, you meet along the way in this, business world. I think the encouragement of everybody around me was a pivotal moment, because it's just like, okay, I really got a team behind me. Like, they believe in me. So giving up wasn't an option, but also knowing my worth was super important in that moment, and understanding who I am and what I'm capable of doing. And I didn't want to lose sight on the mission that I had, which was continue to do something I'm passionate about, and make something that meant something to me.
You do have a team behind you. The whole community really stands by you at everything that you do.
I agree.
It does. And so, how did that affect your leadership and your relationships moving forward?
It just showed me community. It really is super important to lean on your community. I mean, even having those resources, I think was a huge help in allowing me to be who I am today in the business world. I think as a person, I think people know me, but as a businesswoman, those are two different entities. You know what I mean? So being able to combine those two people that were within me and having the community behind me, and them seeing, who I am and what I'm capable of, I think that took me to a whole nother level. It like put an S on my chest and was like, oh, I got this. I could do this type of thing.
And it's such a challenge for most women in business to have that feeling they know that they're worth it.
Yeah.
And that, I think you nailed it.
You know what it is? It's business is scary, period. I don't care male or female, but I don't know what it is about women business owners, but finding community within ourselves is hard. I think we don't utilize the resources that we have within the women community. So me having that and being able to lean into that, I think that has been a huge win for me. And it's sad to say that we don't utilize each other enough. But I mean, I think if women stood together, we would be so freaking powerful.
I agree, and you are a powerhouse, and
Thanks.
people just gravitate towards you.
Appreciate it.
So what was the solution for you?
I had to just pick up and find a new place and pretty much transition during the time where I was losing that place and building this one at the same time. So quick story, I just remember when I had the smaller place and I had just started off, I was like losing clientele because I was like, dang, I'm too small. People were coming in, they loved my spot, but unfortunately I wasn't big enough. And I always asked God, I was like, God, please give me a bigger spot. So I had found this in the midst of, having the other place. And when I found out that they were selling my building at that time, I just remember being in a space of, oh my God, like, my dreams are being shattered because my entire goal was to continue to build an empire. So finding out that they were selling, I just remember sitting in that moment and was like, okay, I feel like God was like telling me like, girl, you did not ask for two places. You asked for one, and I gave you that, and I gave you a bigger space. So like, you got to be careful on what you ask God for because he be listening. Okay. And he
I'm going to take your word on that one, if you don't mind.
Exactly. You're more than welcome to, but I think that just knowing that, and I think everything happened how it was supposed to happen. That's like the biggest thing that I'm very, very grateful for. And the obstacle I was grateful to have because I'd rather learn then than learn now so far into the game and then have to go through another huge pivotal moment to where it would have crushed me,
And what they say, one door closes because another one is about to
Absolutely.
open.
There's always something bigger on the other side.
There is always, isn't there? So talk to me now. You've got this bigger place and you're building your empire. How did that affect your relationships at home and your relationships with yourself now that you've seen the other side of that big challenge and you're comfortably in your new space and you're kicking butt? How are things better for you?
I have the best boyfriend in America. Sorry, y'all ladies.
Well, why don't you tell them what your friends are going to have on Saturday?
Oh yeah. So I am a big person on experience. Experience is more influential than an actual decor and stuff in my eyes. So he's obsessed with Waffle House right now. He literally wants to go every single night, and I'm like, bro, I'm sick of it. Like, I don't want it anymore. So his birthday is coming up, so I figured out a way to get Waffle House to come to the house so that he's able to have the experience in front of him and pretty much live in that Waffle House moment that he obsessed over that I'm tired of. So,
but isn't that the crux of your business, to give people moments?
Yeah. I do believe that it's important to be celebrated. I mean, whether you have a business, whether it's your birthday, I mean, whatever it is, small or big, I believe everybody should be celebrated because, life is hard. It's stressful. It's, uncertain. There's a lot of elements that people go through and we don't know. So being celebrated makes you feel good, and I believe everybody deserves to feel that way.
I had a birthday party here at Mynisha's, and it was weird to be the center
Center of attention.
of and there was even like a wall that said happy birthday
Yeah.
that I was taking pictures in front of, and I was like, I've never done anything
you look
like
so
this.
Uncomfortable.
Okay, so now let's wrap that whole experience up, and let's talk to the woman at home that is having this life-changing pivot, and she's not sure that the door is going to open up to something better. What are we telling her? How are we going to guide her through that situation?
Ooh, that's a loaded question. One, believe in God. If that's who you are and you believe in God and faith, I believe start there. I know for sure I wouldn't be able to do anything without God. But two, believe in yourself. Take the leap. I know I took the leap because I believed in myself, but most importantly, I wanted something of my own. There's a lot of times where I do live in the shadow of the people around me because I'm a huge supporter of people, and I just want them to be good and do good, but this was my time to shine. So for the women out there, do what makes you happy at all times. And then find your niche and just do it. Don't be afraid of anything in this world, because what's supposed to happen is going to happen, and what's meant for you will always be for you.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And on that note, I don't think we can top that beautiful sentiment. Can you tell people, first of all, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I knew you were going to be inspirational. I knew it off the bat as soon as I said Boss Babe Mynisha. Now, can you tell us how do we get a hold of you, and where do we find you?
Yeah, so I'm very active on social media. So of course, Facebook, the Event Group Venue. Also Instagram, the Event Group Venue, and then phone number 941-661-2199. You can call or text. I'm always running specials. I'm always doing things in the community. I would love to collab at any given moment for any business. I know we all got to start somewhere, so I was one of those people that was starting somewhere, so I would love to collab and see what that looks like. But yeah, I'm always available.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Okay.